Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Chloe Balach and I'm going to be talking about the Rohingya Muslim crisis in Myanmar. So who are the Rohingya people? They're descendants of Muslims. That's where their ancestry comes from. And approximately, 1.1 million of them live in Myanmar. Myanmar is also Burma. They changed their name in I think it was like 92 or something, but the US government does not recognize this, so we still refer to the country as Burma, although it is now Myanmar. And predominantly, these people live in the stark yellow Rakhine state, and this, butts right up to Bangladesh, and this is happening in Southeast Asia. And the Myanmar government recognize these people as illegal immigrants. They say they have no claims to their land and that they should be here, although the Myanmar have lived there for a couple centuries. And these people are not granted medical care. They can't get educations. They're denied citizenship. They aren't free to move around. So that's why a lot of them are located right where they are. And they've been having conflicts with the Myanmar government for decades. And this stems from the fact that the Rohingya people are Muslim and the Myanmar government and its people are mainly Buddhist. So what's happening? What's this background? So although they've been having conflict and turmoil for decades, it's recently been escalated. So what happened is allegedly the Rohingya militants attacked the Myanmar government officials. The group taking claim for this attack is the Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army. And in response to this attack, security forces launched a clearance operation, and that's exactly what it sounds like. They're going village by village and clearing the Rohingya Muslims out of their country. And they're doing this by burning down their houses, taking their possessions. They're even killing. There's claims of mass murder and gang rape, and it's turning into a systematic genocide. So it started out at 300,000 had fled. Numbers are up to 700,000 now that have fled to Bangladesh, and at least 3,000 are killed. And actually, the Myanmar government only is claiming 400 deaths, but kind of like what Mr. French was talking about in his lecture video is that, during times of uh, international conflicts, uh, crimes against humanity aren't well documented during that time. It's hard to apply international laws during war, and this is a war between their country and in their country. So I think that by the end of it, we're gonna find out that a lot more people were killed and a lot worse things were happening than what we are aware of right now. And I think abuse of human rights is occurring um, at an alarming rate. So what is this coming from? So the six major conflicts of idea, ethnic, religious, ideological, territorial, government, economic, I think they all apply. Ethnic, these people are, different in what they believe and who they are and their culture. But I will say that I think religion is the number one uh, reason that they're fighting. I'm sorry, that's really ugly. But yeah, so Buddhists versus Muslims, I think that that's kind of what a lot of conflicts stem from in the world, and that's definitely the reason that this is happening. And that kind of stems down to the ideological, they believe in different things. Um, and then I would say that territorial conflicts of idea, it would be definitely number two. The Myanmar people and government don't recognize them as citizens, and the Rohingya Muslims believe that they should be there, and they are kind of fighting over the land, and right now they're being kicked out of the land. So that's definitely an issue. And then government and economic, I'm sure, stem into this, in their little ways, although I don't think it's a major issue. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to look at this from the Rohingya Muslim side, from the Myanmar government side, and from the outside world side, and kind of analyze it. So from the Rohingya side, what they did is kind of engage in guerrilla warfare with their militants attacking the government, whether it was set up or not, or whether it really did happen. That kind of is, guerrilla warfare because they're not really an army. So civil war, this is, war between two people in a country. However, the Myanmar government does not recognize them as citizens. So, maybe to them it's not a civil war, but probably the Rohingya Muslims are thinking that their own people in their own government are attacking them. Thus, that's why I'm saying that it's a civil war. And the attacks right now are being contained inside Myanmar. They're not going into Bangladesh and, attacking the people that have fled. And raids, that's exactly what they're doing. They're raiding the villages and kicking these people out / killing them. So from the Myanmar side, I believe that they are totally engaging in a hegemonic conflict. I wrote war, but really should be conflict. Like Mr. French said in his lecture video, like the example was the Nazis during World War II. It's something that's illegal. I think that they are definitely are participating in crimes against humanity, and they are trying to eliminate an total group of people out of their country. I think that this is exactly what they're doing, and I don't think they have a right or a claim to it. And I wrote just at Bellum down because I think maybe that they could argue self-defense, from the attacks, and that maybe they're trying to establish and restore justice and bring peace. However, they haven't declared war against these people out to the rest of the world, and it's definitely they have not done it by legitimate authority. So like I wrote it down because it kind of applies, but very loosely. So maybe that's where they're coming from. They haven't really made a statement yet. And so from the analysts of the outside world, this is limited conflict right now. A lot of people are speaking out against them. However, we're not trying to remove their government. We just want them to stop what they're doing. Bangladesh foreign minister accused them of committing genocide against the Rohingya. The Dalai Lama has spoken out. The UN High Commissioner of Human Rights, Zaid Ra'ad Al Hussein, has said that this is a textbook example of ethnic cleansing. Pope Francis is going to visit to try to reduce tensions. And right now, people are actually condemning the leader of the country, Aung San Suu Kyi, she's a lady who is like kind of like their president, but not a president. She's a Nobel Peace Prize winner, but she has not spoken out in support of the Rohingya Muslims, and people are furious that she's not, because by not supporting them and saying that what the government is doing is wrong, she's supporting the government, and that's kind of, people are like kind of mind blown about that, and they don't see how she's done that, and they believe that she should be an advocate of peace, not, all this conflict and war. So I think that I wrote potential to turn into total war because, if they got the right allies and supporters, the Rohingya Muslims, then this could turn into war. The Myanmar aren't trying to conquer the world, but they are engaging in illegal activities that I think, other countries could get involved in order to support and help the Rohingya Muslims if things were to escalate in that way. So the more you know, this is just, I gave a brief discussion about it. So if you want to check it out, go to theguardian.com, National Geographic, or just Google it and read up on it. I know it's not well talked about or well known, but it's definitely an important international conflict to know about and to read up on. So definitely go check it out and read more. And thank you for listening.